Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Random Review. I'm your host Daniel with the Random Ramblings channel. Today I'm reviewing Episode 1, Season 1 of the TV animated series Gary and His Demons, pilot episode. The episode begins with Gary chasing a demon down a dark alley, Gary being a demon hunter. The demon turns down an alley, and when Gary catches up with it, he notices a little boy. The boy pleads his innocence, as Gary believes him to be a demon. Gary questions the boy as to his fancy clothes. The boy says that he stole them for another boy, explaining that he has to steal to survive, and is very poor, and that his parents are dead. Gary admits that while it is plausible for these things to be true, he still intends to kill the boy, as he believes the demon is simply shape-shifting into that boy's image. The demon then darts past Gary, who accidentally cuts off the boy's arm, revealing that the boy was telling the truth the whole time. After the title credits, the scene cuts to Gary's retirement celebration being held at his workplace, the Demon Ministry. During his speech, Gary laments that his time hunting demons has been nothing but misery, having lost his fiancée to a demon, and is frustrated by his colleague Handley, who is well-meaning and kind, but a bit socially inept, as he gifts Gary with a retirement present of earworms, which can go into someone's brain and force Gary to nearly kill himself, much to Gary's chagrin, as he didn't want that gift as a retirement present. His boss then enters the room and asks to speak with Gary. Gary is furious to realize that he is not being offered a retirement after all, as they have not been able to find a replacement for him yet. Gary says that anyone can replace him, just as it happened to him. His boss states that Gary had the mark, the mole, and the moustache, all indicators of the chosen one, as to why he was chosen. Gary, determined to find a replacement, nonetheless goes to a school accompanied by Handley, who tries to convince Gary to go after the demon instead of trying to find a replacement for Gary, to which Gary ignores him. They show up at the school, and Gary tries to recruit some of the teenagers by rapping to a beatbox song, which only causes the teens to mock him and laugh at him, and the school principal to arrive and asks him and Handley to leave. Handley is forced to knock Gary unconscious when he grabs a student and tries to take him out of the school by force. Gary is then at a bar with Handley, drinking away his sorrows. Handley tries to perk Gary up by trying to convince him that they need to stop the demon, as innocent people are in danger, while Gary is sitting there feeling sorry for himself. Gary tells Handley off and tells him to do what he wants to do, as he is going to play pinball, which, even that, he finds disappointing. Handley, meanwhile, takes off to the cemetery where the demon is rumored to be. He is then confronted by the demon and attacked. Unfortunately, Gary has Handley's gun, with which Gary plans to kill himself. However, before he can do so, he has a vision seizure of Handley being attacked. And despite himself, Gary goes off to the cemetery to save his friend. Gary subdues the demon. However, the demon shapeshifts first into the little boy that whose arm Gary cut off earlier. It should be noted that the little boy was saved and taken to a shelter, by the way, and then manifests itself into another boy that Gary accidentally killed in the crossfire while chasing another demon, and his cat Greg, whom he had to put down because it had hypothyroidism. Unfortunately, the next manifestation is of Gary's fiancée, who was killed by a demon. This reduces Gary to his knees, as he misses his fiancée and cannot bring himself to kill her, even if it is a manifestation of a demon. Hanley tries to help Gary by choking the demon and reminding him that the demon is simply manifesting his fears and guilt against him. Gary manages to stab the demon, who is still manifesting his fiancée, through the chest, killing it. With Hanley safe and Gary killing the demon, Gary gives Hanley back his gun. Hanley tries to perk Gary up by singing a song, much to Gary's chagrin, who promptly takes the car keys and leaves, saying that Hanley's song sucks. Well, that was the end of Gary and His Demons Season 1, Episode 1. Personally, I found this episode hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. Plus, it always helps when a show is uncensored. That makes all the difference. It is definitely a show not for children, and even though it was a short-lived series of two seasons, the story was very well written. The characters were likable, even Gary, and the violence was graphic, but not overtly so. To anyone who likes dark cartoons like Rick and Morty, Family Guy, I would recommend this episode, or this series, for sure. Well, that's the end for today's episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a suggestion down in the comments section of another show you would like me to review. And I will see you next time. Until then, my friends, be cool, stay cool. Have a great day. Goodbye for now.